Hi guys, how are you? It is Super Saturday. It is day 11 of the 12 days of fitmas. Can you believe it's virtually gone, isn't it? Yeah, does anyone still feel anywhere near Christmassy? No, you don't, do you? Okay, are you good? So I've just finished teaching my lovely Saturday Pilates class. If you haven't tried Pilates, you need to try it. If you live anywhere near me, so I now live in Knapton, which is sort of North Norfolk, near North Walsham, Munsley, that area. I'm starting some brand new classes next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you do now live anywhere near me, let me know and you can come and join me face to face live. If you don't, if you're somewhere else in the world or in the country, every Saturday morning, 9:15 till 10, you could start your day beautifully. Let's just plug that in. So I hope you might consider doing that. Anyway, are you ready for today? So we're going to do the hoop and chat in a minute, but first of all, I'm going to give you day 11. This is all part of the 1 minute daily challenge. So I'm about to do today in its legs. So it's a bit more legs to be fair. This is going to be inner thighs, butt, thighs and abs. Okay, it's a really simple move, but it's super effective. So you ready for today's exercise? So we're going to take our legs out wide into a plie squat, turn the knees and toes out. Try and engage your core up. It's no good just bracing your tummy, especially us girls. We need to think about our pelvic floor. So imagine a zip being done up like tight, freshly washed jeans. Now, if you want to upgrade this move and you've got a weight, hold a weight or bung some books in a bag, hold water bottle, whatever you want, yeah? So knees and toes turned out, zippy area done up, chest up. I'm going to squat down as low as I can, then I'm going to come up halfway. I'm going to squat all the way down, then just come up halfway. Squat all the way down, come up halfway. So I stood tall, I went as low as I could, then I just came up half, and then all the way down, half, and then all the way down. Just stick to doing this for 1 minute. Now this looks so super simple, but let me know, you can feel it. Look, I'll show you from the side. So I'm not leaning all the way forward. I'm trying to keep my body as straight as I can. I go down deep, and I come up halfway. I push through my heels, I squeeze my bum, and I can really feel my inner thighs, and I can actually really feel my abdominals as well. So give that a go for 1 whole minute and let me know how it felt. You're probably gonna have a bit of thigh burn. Your inner thighs are gonna be like, oh my God, but maybe you feel like your inner thighs are a bit, rubbing together, you're a bit uncomfortable. Maybe you wanna pump your bum up. That exercise is gonna do it. Then you probably want a nice little stretch afterwards. So let me give you a little reminder of a good stretch. I'm going to show you flamingos standing, but you can do this sitting down or laying down, okay? Just take your leg up and across, and you sit back. Now obviously you don't need to do it like I'm doing it, mostly we'd fall over. So you can hold on the wall if you want to, but open it up and feel that right in there. Oh, feels good. Then of course don't forget to do the other side. This is a great stretch to do anyway. So make sure your foot is free, sit back. Oh, keep the knee wide. Lengthen spine and breathe. Nice and simple. So there you go. So that was day 11 of the 12 days of fitmas. We've only got 1 day left. If you loved the daily challenge, if you've loved having this coaching for those 1 minute exercises, come and join the daily challenge with me. It's called the Daily Challenge Plus. You get tutorials every day and you get a class every week. Yeah, but in the meantime, shall we hoop and chat? Yeah, do you want to stay with me? So I'm going to do the hoop. I'll keep it nice and short today because I know it's Saturday. You're all busy. I'm sure you've got things to do rather than listen to me. Standing tall, put the hoop on my lower back. Put one leg forward. Turn the hoop in the opposite direction and launch. Press my hips forward and back, forward and back. I'm just putting a timer on, by the way, so I don't chew your ears off for too long. Right, okay, are you good? Oh, I've got so much to tell you. So, if you listened in yesterday, I obviously did your exercise yesterday anyway. We did that, I think we did butts yesterday. And I said to you that I'd got a wetsuit, or I tried to get a wetsuit. So my husband and I tried these wetsuits, and I told you all about this yesterday. I actually got banned on TikTok for my live. I'm not quite sure, I think it's because I used a word that maybe you're not allowed to use. So I don't want to say it out loud in case I get in trouble again. So I'm going to spell it. So I used a description of myself. Now bearing in mind, I was standing there in a wetsuit, a black wetsuit, yeah? Well, I was sort of standing there in it. It was not flattering, it was not pretty, and getting in it was horrendously hard, it was awful. And I looked at myself in it and I was like, oh my God. I thought I looked like an FAT short, dumpy, G-I-M-P. Did you get that? Yeah, I'm not going to say it again in case that's why I got banned yesterday. I know that's a pretty harsh description, but we're all really harsh with ourselves anyway, aren't we? You don't need other people to be horrible to you. I think we are our own harshest critics, but honestly, guys, it was disgusting. I looked horrendous. Number one, I couldn't get my one on anyway. I literally, if any of you've got wetsuits or you've seen them, they normally zip up the back. I got it to the point where the zip was stuck at the bottom of my bum. So my bum was, it was wrong. The one that I finally got in was my husband's. Yeah, anyway, it was not pretty. I was not happy. I felt really bad about myself and thought, you know what, I'm just gonna have to give up. We did have a giggle as well because trying to get in them and then trying to get my husband in, honestly, the state of us both in the front room trying to get these wetsuits on, it was an experience. But anyway, I decided to pull myself together, and yesterday we nipped into Chroma. We went into the surf shop to try on some wetsuits. I thought maybe, you know, rather than going online, reading what it says about the sizing, we'll go into a shop. Well, all I can say is, online for your shopping is really, really handy, it is. You can get some really, really good deals. But to actually go into a shop, physically see it and actually try stuff on, oh, honestly, it's priceless. We came away with a wetsuit each. Yay! And I didn't look like what I just called myself. Don't get me wrong, I didn't look amazing or anything, but it was all right. I didn't feel horrific in it. But oh my God, guys, if you'd heard me and Mark giggling, me giggling, Mark swearing, trying to get in his wetsuit, oh, I nearly wet myself laughing. Have you ever done that where you laughed so hard you've almost peed your pants? Have you ever done that? I have done that once. I was on the only girly holiday I've ever been on. I went with my friend Caroline, who is an amazing singer, by the way, just had to tell you that. I think I was 18 and I think the girls were all 17, and we ended up in Cala d'Or in Mallorca. Only girly holiday I've ever been on. And Caroline and I were in this boutique called Le Parette, and we were trying something on, I can't remember what it was, and we were giggling so bad I actually wet my pants. So that was when I was, 18, possibly 19, I think 18. But yesterday, oh my God, I was laughing so hard, I almost peed my pants. But you know what I also nearly did? I almost head-butted the mirror by accident. Where I was trying to get this wetsuit on, I stumbled forward and I just caught myself. Could you imagine if I'd smashed the mirror, head-butted it? How embarrassing would that have been? Anyway. So that was my day yesterday, but we came away with a wetsuit each. Now, I've got no excuse not to get in that freaking freezing cold sea and try and do my cold water dips. Would you do it? I don't do cold, so this is going to be interesting. Right, I'm going to hoop the other side. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you because the things that, you know, oh my God, I'm 54 this month, I've just realised, flipping hell. It's really weird. Things that when I was younger I had no interest in. I wasn't particularly interested in travelling. I certainly wasn't interested in surfing or cold water dips or anything like that. And it's like funny, I've now got to this age and I want to try these things. You know, paddleboarding. How many of you have done paddleboarding? Can you stand up on it? Now, I've got really good core strength and balance, but I found it really hard. And is that a fear thing, do you think? Is it like as you get older, you're scared of doing things or you're scared of failing? Maybe that's what it is, because I should have the ability to do it. I did it, by the way, in the end. But I was really like, really scared. So yeah, so again, I think when I'm talking to you about all this, obviously it's a bit of a giggle, it's a bit of fun, telling you what happened. But also, there's a bit of a story here, really, if you think about it, or a message. You're never too old to start or try something new, but some of the main things that stop us is confidence, being nervous, being scared of failing, being scared of looking stupid, yeah? Like that whole wetsuit incident really knocked my confidence. I looked bloody awful and I felt really frumpy and ugly and fat and disgusting. I felt awful, it was terrible, I felt really bad about myself. And then I sort of pulled myself together, yes, and thought, no, come on, let's give it a go. You know, let's just go and try them on. And you know, we've come out with a wetsuit each and they're really, really nice. You know, I'm not going to be parading around in it, but I could put it on without feeling like an idiot. So, you know, I didn't give up. I gave it a go. I've got some new classes starting next week. Now, I've been doing this 35, nearly 36 years. So you'd think I'd be like, I am. I know what I'm doing. I'm confident because I know what I'm doing and I love my job. But I'm so nervous. I feel sick already about my new classes on Tuesday because I've never met these people before. I've moved to a completely new area. I'm completely out of my comfort zone. I'm starting my face-to-face business from scratch. And it's scary, you know? I always say I'm a bit like Marmite. You either love me or you hate me. There's not really any in between. So I'm definitely not, like none of us are for everybody. So it's frightening because you want to do well. You want people to like you. And it's frightening being out of your comfort zone. So, coming right full circle, it's never too late. Start. If you're watching me and you keep thinking about joining me, you keep thinking, oh, I should do it. Oh, I should buy a power hoop, or I should join Emerson Fitness. Oh, I should do that daily challenge. Oh, I should do it, but you never do. Have a really good think about why you don't. And let me help you. Let me take your hand and guide you because I so totally know how it feels. You know, I do. I know how it feels. But if we never make a change, nothing's ever going to get better or change, is it? You know, it's like if you're moaning, I'm not saying you are, but if we're moaning that we, you know, our aches and our pains and we're not sleeping well and we feel unattractive or we feel like we're carrying too much weight or we want to get fitter and healthier, we can't moan about it if we're not prepared to do something about it, but we do, don't we? We all do, we moan about stuff, but you've got to take a leap of faith and do it. It's a little bit like me and Mark moving. We were very unhappy for a number of reasons where we were living. But to actually sell the house and move away from everything you know is scary as hell, and especially as we're both self-employed. But we took the leap and we did it. And we were like, if not now, when are we going to do it? Time's going so fast. You know, I'm standing here talking to you today and it's what, the 4th of January? Christmas feels like a distant memory. It feels like it didn't happen. And I don't know, you might not feel like that. But that's how I feel, and it scares me sometimes, how fast our lives are going. And the worst thing is you don't want to get to a ripe old age and sit there and think, oh, I wish I'd done that, because it's too bloody late. Then you can't do it. You know, when you're on your deathbed, it's too late anyway. But right up until then, it's never too late. So come and join me. Right, I'm going to stop talking. That got really heavy. I went from really like talking to you about wetsuits and having a giggle to talking about really serious stuff then. So if you do kind of like listening to me and you think, oh yeah, then I'm your person. So follow me, like my page, talk to me, take a chance and come and join me. Because as I say, every day is a fresh start. Every day is a blank page that we can write on and change our future and the outcome. Everyone's at the moment, oh, new year, new me, blah, blah, blah. It's a lot of pressure, so don't put yourself under pressure. You know, even if you start with something simple like the 1 minute daily challenge, it's a start. That's all you need to do. Just make a start. And today, you know, if it's nutrition and stuff, maybe just try and step away from the festive food. You know, if you've eaten 10 sweets, try and only eat 8 today. But another simple tip is drink more water, yeah? Eat more protein and get out every day for a walk in the fresh air and daylight. Start off with it dead simple and build on those simple habits rather than throwing yourself in and then making yourself feel even worse about yourself when you've done this. I am going to do this year. I am going to do this. And when you don't do it, you beat yourself up because, like I said, the most harshest critic is ourselves. And I don't want you to. I want you to be happy and healthy, and I do want you to come and join me. So if you've only just joined this live, when I've put it up, go back and watch it from the beginning. There's some funny stuff in there. There's also some free exercise, but there's an awful lot of chat and wisdom and tips. And I really, really hope to see you soon. I've got a few brand new things starting. So not only have I got my face-to-face classes starting next week, I've got a 4-week Kickstarter to fitness, health and fitness and general wellness. That's starting next week. And then the week after, I've got the 10-week Project U starting as well. So there's loads of stuff that is starting. So if you're nervous, this is a great time to jump in at the beginning. No one else is in it already as well, and come and join me. But, you know, I'd just love to see you. Have a really lovely weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys. Don't forget to drop me like a little emoji or something so I know you're